Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, we are doing another what I call emergency declutter because I have to fit these 3 products in this drawer. And you're not even seeing everything in the frame right now because I can't pull this out any further because there's a table here. But there's even more in the back. This is my primer, foundation, skin tint, any like thing that's a primer or that I would wear like a foundation is in this drawer. Oh, and my concealers. So that's why it's kind of crazy, but I definitely need to declutter this. It's out of hand. I can't even see what I have really. And I know there's probably things in here that I definitely don't need. So we're just gonna go through it. I don't think I'm gonna declutter super, like a lot of things, but I do need to declutter enough so that I can fit other stuff in here. Anyway, let's start from down here, I guess. This is my House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. It definitely needs a shake. It's all weird inside. And it better still be good because it was quite expensive and I haven't used it that much. Yeah, I think the colors just need to get remixed, but I have the shade 160 Light. I definitely am keeping this because I haven't used it enough. I'm definitely keeping this too because I love it. Can you guys see? This is weird. This is a very strange angle, but it's the best I can do. This L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I love this. It looks like I've used a lot of it, but it's just because it's been sitting like on its side. But I'm keeping that. I'm also keeping this because it's very new to me. I think I used it in a video once. It's the Anastasia Beauty Balm in the shade 5. It's this like weird deodorant kind of looking thing. Did I use this? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I guess I didn't hate it because it's still in here. And I just put this in here, this mini Danessa Myricks blurring balm powder in the shade Universal, but I plan to use this as a primer. I would like it to be more in the primer section, but it fit, that's where it fits. So this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, I used to love this. I probably still do, I just haven't had, you know, it hasn't been in a project or anything. I have the shade Soft Ivory. I know this never smelled good, but I'm gonna smell it anyway. Yeah, it smells like paint, but it always did, so that's fine. That's the dewy version, if I didn't say. There's a regular version and a dewy one. So these two make up forever. This is where I think I could get rid of at least one of these, but I do love this. This was the original Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. I think they've reformulated these. I have the shade Y215 and R220. They both work on me though, which is the issue because I have neutral undertone. Let's compare. And the only reason I have 2 of these is because my cousin used to work for Makeup Forever. I've mentioned in a few videos. And she gave me these. So like the R stands for red. So this one you can definitely see it's more like a pinky tone. And the Y is yellow. So it's more like a yellow tone. But because I have a neutral skin tone, they both kind of work. But yeah, I don't need both of these. It looks like I've used the R220 more. I'm actually gonna just swatch it on my face here off camera. Okay, I definitely think the R blends more into my skin tone. So I will pass on the Y215. I think my mom would really like this anyway, so yeah, don't need that. I do love this. Like I said, I think they reformulated it anyway, and I haven't tried the new one yet. I think I have a sample of it, but yeah, I haven't tried it yet. Let's move on. What are we moving on to? The concealers. I don't know if I'm gonna declutter any concealers because I can't really think of any that I don't want. I'm keeping this. This looks terrible. Can you guys see? This is probably my most used, but also the fact that the packaging is so gross. It looks it looks like my most used, but this is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer in the shade 2.3. I love this for a face. I use it kind of like a foundation, like I just apply it everywhere. Well, not everywhere. Like I apply a few dots and I blend it out on my skin, and I really like it. I don't like this for under eye, but I do like it for my face, so I'm gonna keep it. I do really like this NYX Bear With Me. I haven't used it enough yet, but when I did, I really liked it. It's the concealer serum, and I have the shade Fair. And I really like this too. This Maybelline Age Rewind. And I have, well, I don't know if I've really gotten that much use out of it, or if it's just the packaging, because it's an airlock. I don't even know if that's the word, but you guys get the idea. This one I have the shade Ivory, and I think if I remember correctly, I do like this under the eye. So I'm keeping that. This one I definitely don't remember anything about. The Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow. I think it's relatively new to me, and I have the shade 22. I'm gonna keep that. I'm actually like wanting to use that again. This Huda Beauty Glowish. If I remember correctly, I have the shade Light. This really didn't do much as a concealer, but oh, it's a tube. What am I doing? It's not a tube, a doe foot. But I want to keep it because it's expensive and I want to get more use out of it. Also, the product I'm trying to get to fit in this drawer is also Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint in the shade Light. So I have both of these in the same shade, even though they don't look the same. But anyway, I'm going to keep that. I'm definitely keeping the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix. I love this. I have the shade Seashell, and it's meant to be like an under eye corrector type product, but I use it as a concealer because I don't like full coverage concealers anyway, so I'm definitely keeping that. Again, don't remember much about the Haus Labs concealer, but I'm definitely keeping it. Maybe I should do that Haus Labs video, like an updated Haus Labs video, because I don't remember. I think I like this, the Rose Ink concealer in LX040. I feel like this was in a project or a Shop My Stash, and I liked it, so I'm gonna keep that. And I have the foundation. I also think I love this, the Too Faced Born This Way. So, in the shade Pearl. This is very old though now. I mean, it smells like makeup. But I love it. I think I love this. That was terrible. So I'm keeping all my concealers. I have two more, but they're in my Shop My Stash. And I like both of those also. So that's not great. That's not great at all. But anyway, let's move on to here. This Rose Ink Soft Light Skin Smoothing Liquid Foundation in the shade 5N. I think I have a video on this. I think I liked it. God, I have a terrible memory also. That's another issue altogether. But I do want to keep this. What's going on with Rose Inc though? Are they out of Sephora or getting out? Because everything's on sale. Oh, I love this. The LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation in the shade LN6. It's getting old though, but it still looks okay. It smells kind of weird, but do foundations like ever not smell weird? I don't know. I think I'm keeping this. I am terrible. I'm definitely keeping this too. The Fenty Eavesdrop in 4. I love this. It's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite like complexion products in general. So I'm keeping that. This Purlisse Ageless Glow Serum BB Cream SPF 40. The SPF expired in April of last year. And I don't think I loved this. I thought it was going to. But if I'm remembering, it's not. Like, I think I kind of felt like it sat on top of my skin and it didn't like blend in. Was that the issue? I don't know. It feels nice on my hand. I think I should have like a chopping block section for foundations, because I have for eyeshadow palettes, and that works really well for me to declutter things because I get a chance to actually use them before I declutter them. So I think this will go in a chopping block series, I guess. We'll see if I find any others that belong there. I hope you can see. Oh my god. Anyway, I'll be pulling out the stuff as we go. I'm also drinking pre-workout as I film this because I want to do my workout after. So anyway, let's keep going. This Danessa Myricks, this is the same product as this, but this one is in the shade 3. And I did really like this when I used it. As you can see, I haven't used much of it. But this is not a product I would use much of anyway because it's a balm to powder type thing and I have dry skin. But I did like this, so I'm going to keep that. I think we're on to, okay, let's actually continue. So this needs to definitely, this needs to definitely be shaken up. I feel like the lighting is so awful right now. I hope this turns out okay because I can't really refilm this. The Makeup by Mario. I have a video on this. I think I remember saying it wasn't my favorite, but I definitely want to keep trying it. This will also go on my chopping block because I don't remember loving it. But I have this shade 5N. Okay, let's do that. Chopping block. Are we on to primers now? I think that was, okay, no, it wasn't. I still have skin tints. Definitely keeping this. This is one of my favorites. L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation in Ivory. Keeping that. This Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. Shout out to, oh my god, what was her name? Samantha Ravindal. It's so funny how she used to say that. Anyway, again, terrible packaging, but this is in this drawer because I actually use this mixed in my foundation. Like, I apply it, like I swipe it on my face and then I swipe the foundation in the spots where I didn't swipe this, and then I just mix it all. So to me, this is really a foundation, and I really like it, except this packaging that is literally flaking off as we speak. Like really, for the price, you'd think they would have figured something else out. But anyway, I'm gonna keep this because I do like it. I have the shade 2 clear, or no, 2 light. I was reading the French version. This I just put in here. If you saw my new makeup drawer, this is where I managed to fit this in. The Ciate Extraordinary Brightening Under Eye Perfector, because I think I'm going to be using this like a concealer anyway, since I don't really use a product like this and a concealer. I try to use the least amount of product under my eyes as possible. So that's why it's in this drawer, but I didn't even open it yet. So yeah, that's staying. I do remember really liking this, but this is super old now. The Pure 4-in-1 Correcting. Oh, this is the primer. Okay, see. So I have the 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer, Broad Spectrum SPF 20. But I'm pretty sure this expired ages ago. Yeah, this expired in 2023. The SPF, that is. The product itself is still probably fine, but I think this is one I will need to try again. Yeah, but I remember really liking it. And I remember really liking that primer, by the way. But I'll put that in the chopping block. I don't know if my hands are like super dry, but everything I'm putting on them is feeling really nice though. I have the Rose Inc Skin Enhanced Luminous Tinted Serum. I remember really liking this. I have the shade 040. I'm keeping that. And I'm keeping the Denisomarix Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint because I haven't used it as much as I would like to. And I have that in the shade 4. And I think I have back here a foundation stick. And yeah, this is the last foundation in this drawer. This stick from Trestique. This was in my Shop My Stash and I ended up really liking it as a spot concealer. So I'm keeping that. That's in the shade Lima Opal. I like the formula of this. It was very like seamless as it blended out. Okay, that's not great because I didn't get rid of anything. I just have I have 3 products on the chopping block. Oh, but I am getting rid of the Y215 Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. Well, at least that will free up some space in this drawer, which was the point of this, I guess. Okay, maybe I'll do better with the primers. So like I said, I really like this one, the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer, Energize and Rescue version. This really reminds me of my favorite primer previously, which was the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin, whatever it was called. This is very similar to that. I definitely want to keep this. Yes, I do. I have all of these from Touch and Soul, which I had gotten in BoxyCharms. I do remember really liking this. The Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm. I think I've used, well, no, I guess I haven't used that much of it. But this is definitely one that I like for my dry skin. So for a primer, for me, it has to be moisturizing or hydrating, preferably maybe with some glow in it. I don't really need any, like, I don't need definitely, like I'm looking at this, I don't know why I need this. Like a blurring, like mattifying primer, definitely no, I don't want that. Well, I shouldn't say I don't want blurring. I guess I just don't want like mattifying or oil control or anything like that because of my dry skin. But this one also from Touch in Soul. This is the Icy Sherbet primer. Oh, it's this thing. It looks kind of weird. Like, I don't know if that white part's supposed to be in there. But it's one of these strange, like, didn't NYX just come out with something like this called Icy something too? But like this existed years prior. I do want to try it though. I believe I have used this before, but I don't remember much about it. Oh, it has an expiry date, 2023. But it still smelled okay. Let me see what it looks like, I guess, on my hand. Yeah, it's such a strange texture. Yeah, and it has a cooling effect. It feels nice. Okay, this will go on the chopping block. Chopping block. And then I think this is the last Touch in Soul. Oh my god, I'm making a mess. I think this is the last Touch in Soul primer, the Prime Essence Calendula Officinalis Flower Extract. This also, oh my god, this expired in 2022. Oh, but you guys know about expiry dates in makeup. They're not, you know, unless, okay, when there's SPF in it, it means the SPF expired. So don't count on it doing anything for you. But it doesn't mean the formula is like bad, you know, unless it smells weird or change color. That felt very nice. That felt very moisturizing. I need to keep this. And then this I just put in here, so I haven't even opened this yet. The Gucci Serum de Beauté Skin Firming Serum. Skin Firming Serum? Oh no, Skin Priming Serum. I was like, why is this in here? Yeah, this is a primer and I do want to try it. And it really bothers me that it doesn't fit in these cups though. What's this? Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Maybe if I take this out of the box, then I could fit. Oh, so I forgot about my mini foundations. That looks like a nice shade for me. I'm gonna keep this. Does this fit in here now? No. It's this that's too chunky. Actually, okay. This Makeup Forever HD primer. Long, like, does not exist anymore. But I've used it. I've used quite a bit of it. And I remember liking it. But let me just see what, oh. Yeah, because it's a lotion texture, which I like. And I feel like I could use this up. And then have an empty primer. And then this is Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Radiance Drops. I've used this quite a bit too. But yeah, there's still lots of product in there. I use this as a primer, which is why it's in here. So yeah, that's not gonna fit. And then these brushes, I mean, I guess I don't need them. I don't need this brush. You know what? This Aveda Kabuki brush, I never use it. I don't see why I would need it. This one I do. This Aveda brush is specifically made for powder foundation, so I use it with the Makeup Forever. But this one is more for bronzer, and I never use this kind of brush for bronzer. So this can go. And hopefully it's still closed. Okay. Yeah, so now I can put my Gucci primer there. yeah, I don't need this. I'm going to pass this on, actually. Okay, back to this. Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. I remember really liking this. Oh my god, it was dried up. It was dried up in there. Okay, this is similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow, but I do use this as a primer. I don't mix this into things. It smells kind of weird, but I think it always did. Like it smells like makeup, you know, doesn't smell like bad. Trust me, you will know when a makeup product has gone off. This smell is terrible. I like this. I like the glow. I like that it's a lotion. I'm just gonna wipe that off though, because yeah, at this point I'm just having layers of primers on. Oh, no. I'm gonna keep this. At least I'm like cleaning at the same time. Okay. I'm definitely keeping both of these NYX primers. I like this one, the Marshmallow Primer, and from what I remember, I also like the Plump Right Back. I don't really know, like, okay, why do they even make two? Sorry, was I even in frame? The Marshmallow Primer is more like a lotion, right? Yeah. It's actually quite thick, like it's almost like a cream. But like, what was this supposed to do? Use alone or with foundation? Okay, I don't know why you would use this alone, because it doesn't like do anything. Actually, maybe it's like a blurring effect. But I do remember I really liked this. This one is a plumping serum. And I remember I really liked this because it was like hydrating. It's more like a gel. I think I need to test those out more. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those though. Let's just go back here in these little mini ones. This NARS sample, I've had this forever. This is the Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade Fiji. I was trying to use it up because samples like this actually count as full products in my inventory. But, like, do I need this? I'm actually gonna check, does this product even exist anymore? I'm checking on Sephora. Yes, it does. It's this one. That's what the actual bottle looks like. It has good, well, yeah. It has almost 5 stars. A little over 4 stars. Maybe I will just keep trying to power through that. Yeah, like you saw, I just pulled this out of the box, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the shade 4 Neutral. That's probably my best shade match. And then I have this mini Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow Foundation in the shade 24N Light Neutral. Which counts as one product. And I have this concealer, the Tarte Hydro Sealer. And this was just in a Shop My Stash, I think, and I liked it. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep that too. There's really no point in me even getting rid of these minis because they fit in these squares and nothing else will fit in there anyway. So it's not like they're taking up space for something else. So That's my excuse for keeping those. And then the rest of those primers, I'm going to keep them and try and use them up, actually. So now this section, I think it's travel size primers or like samples. This one from Smashbox, Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I have not even opened this, but I've had it. I've had this for years. I just never like got rolled into a project or anything or to shop my stash. I know people love this, but I feel like it's people that don't have dry skin. Because this is one of those like blurring, mattifying, you know what I mean by that? Like, it doesn't provide hydration is what I'm trying to say. And it says oil free right on it, which for me, I'm like, but I want oil on my face. So I'm wondering if I should pass this on and not even open it. I know this is like iconic. So part of me wants to try it for that reason. Does this even exist anymore? I feel like Smashbox reformulated their primers. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is even called Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Oil-Free Foundation Primer. Maybe they just repackaged, because that's what the mini, this is what the mini ones look like now, but it seems to have the same name. I'm just like I said, did I say that in this video or the other one? Where like I want to declutter things when I can pass them on to somebody else, and I don't know who I will pass this on to. So I'm thinking that means I should just keep it and try it for myself, and it's still relevant. It doesn't close if I put it in there though. Okay, so yeah, we're keeping that for now. This Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid sounds just like something I want. Have I tried this yet? I don't know. But I'm going to use it as a primer, which is why it's in here. It feels really nice. This is actually a sample that I got for free, and it's like a nice glass bottle, and it's like 15 ml. So that was a good sample actually. This Smashbox, okay, this one's the primerizer. This one is more something I would want for my dry skin. So do I need both? This one's more like a lotion. It still smells good. Yeah, you know what? I think I could give this to somebody else. It's not even opened yet. And I keep this one, because this is more for my dry skin anyway. This Milk Hydro Grip Primer is a sample. I don't even think I've used this yet, so I'm going to keep that to try. Although they did come out with a new primer, and it's on my wish list because it sounds very much like something I'd like. But I'm not buying primers right now. I've been on a primer no-buy for like 2 years. Yet I still have all this. This is the Say Star Glow Glowy Super Gel. So this is not necessarily a primer, but I think for me it has a primer purpose because it's a glowy like lotion. Oh, it's actually weird. Okay, it's very glowy though. I think it's meant to be more like a liquid highlighter or like something you mix in, like the Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm gonna keep that for now. This I've had forever. This, I don't even think this exists. Does Becca still exist? I'm getting, no, they don't, right? They don't exist anymore. This was the Velvet Blurring Primer. I think I was wanting to use this up. I mean, I can't even see like how much product is in there, but it was a sample. This can go on the chopping block because I'm actually not sure how I feel about it. It's not feeling very moisturizing where I applied it, so chopping block. Oh my god, this is ancient. The Laura Mercier foundation primer. I don't even want to tell you how old this is. I don't even know. It's definitely expired. Oh god. But it's actually quite similar to the Becca, but it's more like it has more of like a oily, like a actually moisturizing base. Honestly, I'd rather keep this one than the Becca one. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of that Becca one. I don't need it. This doesn't even exist. This brand doesn't even exist anymore. So nobody cares if I like this or not. Yeah, that can be passed on. And I'm sure my mom would just use that like on her skin. She wouldn't care, you know, as long as it felt nice. And her skin is not as dry as mine. And then I'm definitely keeping my Rare Beauty primers. I think this is actually one of my favorites if I remember. The illuminating one. And then I got the pore diffusing one in a Sephora kit. And I was like, oh, I probably won't like it as much because it's more like for oily skin. That's what I assumed, but I actually ended up really liking that. So I'm keeping both of those. And then we just had some things in the back here. Oh, I also love this. This Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I just have a mini and I honestly just want to use this up. It still smells great. This smells really good if you didn't know. I don't know what. It's like a almost citrus, like a refreshing smell. I have this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Another thing I didn't think I'd like, but I ended up really liking it. And I actually have a big chunk taken out of this. I think because it was in a project. So I'm going to keep that for now. This Laura Geller one is not even open yet. Okay, normally I could get this out, but because of where the table is, I'm struggling. The Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer. Hydrate. I really want to try this, even though I don't know where you get this actually. Where do you get Laura Geller? I feel like nowhere in Canada can you get Laura Geller. But I didn't even open this yet, and it sounds like something I would like, so I do want to try this. And then this Dominique one. Dominique Blur and Moisture, also one that I want to try because it says moisture in the name. Sorry, did you even see that? This one. These two were in my new makeup drawer for like 2 years, and then I finally put them in here and I still haven't used them. I'm actually going to make sure they're in my Tiny Decisions app because maybe they're not. Okay, and then this last one back here, Keys Soul Care Let Me Glow. I do really want to try this too. This I considered putting in my skincare, but then because it actually does have like a glow effect, that's not something I want in my skincare, so it's in my primer category, and that did feel really nice, so keeping this too. Okay, so I'm gonna try and like get everything back in here and show you what it's looking like. And I hope I have space because I didn't get rid of much, as you saw, but yeah, I'll be back to show you the final result. Okay, so this is what the drawer is looking like. I took it out of the desk so I can hopefully show you. It goes all the way back here, so you won't see this when I put it in, but I'll know that there's primers back there, and then all the concealers I fit back into this one square. And then I have all my foundations here, skin tints and foundations here, and there's more along the side. So this is not ideal, but again, considering this is 3 categories of makeup in one small drawer, it's not that bad, right? It's just that I have to fit everything in this one drawer. So and I took all of that stuff out, so I don't even know how this would have worked out. I feel like I have less room somehow than I did before, because I took out all of this stuff from there, and I did put all of the new things in the drawer, which was this Wander Beauty powder foundation, the Huda Beauty Glowish, and the Patrick Ta is right here. So I'm glad that has a nice spot, because it was very expensive. I think it's the most expensive foundation I have. And yeah, so all of this stuff, the only things I am actually decluttering are these. The rest are going, oh, and the brush. The rest are going in my chopping block. So I'm gonna have, I guess, a separate video on like a face chopping block, like a complexion category chopping block. And yeah, that's how that will go. But if I end up liking those things, I don't know where they're gonna go in here. Like, there's no room. So I'm gonna have to maybe start putting foundations with my other makeup, which I don't like. I want them all to be together in the same place. But anyway, that's it for this video. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I don't really have anything else that I can think of. Well, other than eyeshadow palettes, but that is very scary to me. But that might be the next one. Because other than that, I don't have another category that is not fitting in its place. So yeah. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!